good morning and greetings. How are you? Welcome to LP Diaries and Good Morning Talk with Laura. Hello, sweeties. How are you doing? How are you lovelies? Everything good? Where in the world is Laura today? I wonder. Let me give you a tip. Konnichiwa. Does that ring a bell? Probably not. Most of you doesn't know what konnichiwa comes from, right? Or anybody does? I'll give you the hint. It is called Japan. Japan? Japan? Does it ring the bell? Okay. Alright, people. So I'm in Japan, in Osaka. I've been here since 2 days. I arrived here on Sunday. It is Tuesday morning now. It's around 11 a.m. I've actually woken up much earlier than... It's not the first hour for me, if you're wondering. Awkward. Yes, so I woke up around 6, but then I went back to sleep because it was too early apparently. There's nothing to do around here around that time. Nobody wakes up that early like I do every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, so I'm living in this house. I rented a room in a really pretty nice, homey, cozy home. I've been here 4 years ago on my first trip out of Korea. And I really enjoyed this family and this house. And I really enjoyed this particular room where I am here. I'm gonna give you a tour later of the room and of the house. And so I wanted to come back here. But that's not really the main reason why I came here. Maybe if you have followed the last vlogs, you probably remember that I told you I have to take a trip out of Korea for my visa trip. And so this is the main purpose I came here to Osaka. But actually, I chose Osaka because this family is here. I have called beforehand the embassy here. Actually, it's not an embassy, it's a consulate. So I asked if it's possible to do the visa here, so they said yes, so I came here for that. Everything worked out in the last few days with all the paperwork that I needed, and so everything fell into place really well. And I left on Sunday morning. I arrived here in the afternoon. Had a little bit of a struggle with finding the right station because the family told me I should come to the Sakaishi station, but when I researched their home address on Google, it appeared that the closest station was Sakai station. So when I got to the airport, I asked where the Sakai station is. I asked some volunteers and they showed me, yeah, well, it's here, and so you're taking this train and you're taking this ticket and everything. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure, great. I was super tired because I didn't sleep much the previous night, so I was like falling asleep. I slept the whole way through in the airplane, and it felt like it was just like a 10 minutes ride or something. When we got there, I was like, what? We're already here? Wow, that was fast. Anyway, so then I got on the train. Everything was okay. I got down. Okay, it's Sakai station. Now let me figure out how to find my family. The lady is called Hiroko, and she was supposed to come and pick me up because her husband wasn't home yet. He was also traveling from New Zealand. So he was coming just like 1 hour or 2 hours later than me. So she was the one who was supposed to come pick me up, and she doesn't speak English that well as her husband. So when I arrived here, I thought, okay, I need to find a payphone or go to a tourist information office where I could maybe ask them to let me call her. And that's what I did. I went to the tourist information office, and then she said, well, yeah, well, we can't call from here. We're not allowed to. But we'll try to give you a code number for Japan so you can call. And I said, no, I'm sorry, I cannot call. My phone does not work here. I don't have roaming, and internet is also not, for some reason, wasn't picking up any Wi-Fi, or if it was, some reason I could not connect. So there's no way I could connect anyway. The only way was to call. Anyway, so I was like, okay, lady, just let me know if there's a payphone around here, and I just call from there because there's no other way to do this. So I found a payphone, and then I called Hiroko, and I told her, oh, hi, I'm at the Sakai station. And she's like, yeah, sure, me too. I said, oh, okay, well, where are you? And so she gave me a name, and then I was like, do you know where McDonald's is? And she's like, no McDonald's. I was like, oh, does she not understand? Does she not know what McDonald's is? Or am I saying McDonald's in a different pronunciation? Because the Japanese have a different pronunciation, I think, for that. Or she just doesn't know McDonald's. Anyway, so she told me, yeah, I'm at so-and-so name, and I couldn't really understand what it was, but it sounded like a pretty short name for something. So I was like, well, I'll just go look around, and the station cannot be too big, because from last time I remember the station wasn't that big. So I was like, I'm gonna find it. And then I go around, and I realized the station looks pretty big. I was like, this doesn't look like the station that I remember. You know, I don't really have like clear memory of how it looked. I just remember it's much smaller than this one. So maybe it just like grew and developed in all the 4 years that I've been here. Who knows, you know? So I walk around, and it's pretty hot. It's very humid here. And I was really tired, and I was like looking around, like what was the name of that thing she said? And then I got in front of a supermarket, and there was a name there, and that seemed kind of like what it sounded like what she said. And so I was like, posted myself there in front. I was like, okay, I gotta look for her, or she's gotta see me somehow if she walks around the station. And then I was walking back and forth through that place because I thought I might see her. Plus, I wanted to be in the AC'd areas because it was super hot, and I was getting super sleepy and impatient to walk around. And so I was like, oh my god, what should I do? And then inside, I went to Starbucks. I wanted to see if I can get internet, and for some reason, Google wouldn't let me connect. So I was getting all pretty desperate, and I was like, okay, I gotta find a person who speaks English and try to call her again. So I went to one guy who's young, and I thought maybe he knew some English. So I asked him, do you speak English? And I was like, yeah, just a little. I'm like, okay, well, little should do. And I tried to make it as simple as possible. So I'm telling him, yeah, you know, I need to meet a friend. And at that part, when I said friend, he's like, friend? It's like, oh, okay, all right, you don't know what friend is. Okay, forget it. Never mind. It's okay, thank you. If he doesn't know friend, basic English word, then he won't understand what I need. Okay, I was getting pretty desperate and pretty tired and nervous, so I was kind of looking around like, okay, gotta find a solution. Is there nobody who speaks English here? There's no young people, what's going on? So I finally found the girl. I saw her like waiting around. She looked quite modern and young, and I was like, it looks like she's not in a hurry, and she's young and modern. She might speak English. So I tried my luck. I went to her and I explained my situation. So she got in touch with Hiroko, and I explained to her where I am. And then she says, oh, you know what, you're at the wrong station. She is at the Sakaishi station, you're in Sakai station. It's a big difference. I was like, oh, okay, all right, now that explains a lot. And then Hiroko said, it's okay, just stay there, I'm coming to pick you up in 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, whew, finally. All is good. So she came, and then I was wondering, do I still remember her face? I think I would recognize her once I see her. And sure enough, I saw her from far away, and then I could see she was in a hurry and coming really fast. And I was like, oh, that must be her. So we were so happy that we found each other. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. I came to the wrong station. I was too tired, you know, and I didn't really realize that you told me to come to a Sakaishi station. And actually, I checked afterwards in the message on Facebook. Her husband actually specifically told me to come to Sakaishi, but I thought it's the same thing. Well, actually, it was close by. It was not too far. And there are 3 stations starting with that name. There's a Sakaishi, there's Sakai, and there's another one, Sakaishi Ho something, I don't remember. So you can tell it's pretty confusing when you're a starter, when you're a beginner when you come here. Anyway, all worked out. I came here and I rested for a couple of hours and then I was okay. Now to make the story short, so I told you the reason why I came here was for the visa. Monday morning I went to the consulate and I got there pretty fast. The trains are pretty fast here, so I was there in 7 minutes. I was a bit worried that I'm not going to make it in time because in the morning I started talking here with Hiroko's husband. And it got pretty late. It was like 9:30 and I thought, you know, I think I heard on the phone when I called the consulate, they told me that I should bring the papers in before 11. That's what I understood. Yeah. Anyway, so I was like, oh my god, it's 9:30. We got carried away with talking and updating each other from the last time we've seen each other. And then just got carried away and got late. Anyways, but I was dressed up pretty quick and then I got to the station. And there I had to ask like which train goes to the Namba station where I was supposed to go, because apparently there's an express train and then a normal train. So I wanted to take the express, but my friend Motoyoshi, he didn't know how to explain to me which one was the fast train, so he suggested I would just ask at the train station someone. That's what I did, and I had, again, that nervousness, like, what if somebody doesn't speak English, and train comes and goes past me, and I don't even know that that was the train I needed. But I found a girl, and she was also really young, but her English, again, was not too good, but I just kind of explained, I need fast train, you know, Namba station, fast train, how do I buy ticket? I had no idea how to buy ticket. The machines here are so different from Korea. And basically you put the coins in and then knowing how many coins, no wait, first you need to look at the map, see where the station is, and then on the board, the plan of the station, it says also the price of the ticket. So it's like the 260 yen. For my trip, and that's what you do. You put 260 yen inside the machine, and then the button appears, it blinks, 260, and then you press that and you get the ticket. Yeah, it's a bit more different. I don't know if I should say complicated than in Seoul. Anyway, got it. So I get to the consulate, and the lady asked me what I need at the entrance. There were quite a few people. I didn't expect it to be that many people. I thought it would be just me there. Because when I went to Romania, there's nobody there at the embassy. When I went, it was pretty empty. So I don't know why I thought that. It's a big city here. Anyway, and then I took a number and I was waiting. And then the lady looked at my papers when it was my turn. And then sure enough, she tells me, oh, we're sorry, lady, but your type of visa doesn't work here. You can't apply here. And I was like, what? What are you talking about, lady? That's not possible. I was told from the embassy in Korea that I should come apply in Japan or anywhere outside of Korea and it would be okay. And plus I called you in advance too and explained my situation. And I told you that I'm a resident in Korea and I need to renew my visa because I have a new employer. And is it possible for me to do this with my type of visa? And then the lady researched and blah, blah, and then she said, yeah, it's possible, and let me tell you what you need. And I said, it's okay, I don't need to know what kind of papers or documents I need for this. I already know, I went through the process once. I just need to know how long it takes the process and how much is the visa. And then she told me, yeah, just 3 days. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds great. Don't need to wait around for too long. And so I was like, yeah, but I explained this and my situation in Korea when I was in Korea and on the phone, and they said it's okay, it's possible. She said, just wait a minute. And then I sat down and then I was like hoping that it still works, but it didn't. In the end, she just told me, no, we're sorry, we have really checked and it's really not possible with this type of visa. And then I showed her my old visa that I got in Romania, and then she's like, oh, but who's this person that's on the visa, because it's written my employer. And then she saw the new contract and the new passport of my new employer, and it's like, it's not the same person. It's like, yeah, it's a new employer. And then she said, oh, well, I think that's why, and that's the reason, and for the type of your visa, it's not possible. And if you were a resident here in Japan, it would have been possible. And I was like, okay, lady, this is strange, because I talked on the phone about this, and you said it was okay. Anyway, it's alright. It didn't work out, so in any case, I was still supposed to make this trip to get out of Korea. So now the thing is I need to go to Romania and do it there. I'm not sure exactly now when I'm going to go. I'm going to have to talk to my employer and see when they think it's a good time for me to go. And yeah, we need to have to find now quickly some solutions. Also, I'm a little bit worried because I'm not sure I'm gonna do it with the money, given the fact that I just started working, and next month is not like 2 months when, you know, in 2 months I could kind of save that kind of money, but in 1 month it's not enough, you know, for the ticket and for the travel and for the visa and all that. So it's quite a lot of money that I need to save, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it. So we need a good solution, a lot of thinking. But I'm sure I'll find a solution, as I always do. Just need some time to chill and think things through. Something will work out. And yeah, I'll ask also for you guys, if you're watching this, to pray for the situation and pray they will work out and everything will be fine. And I get a good ticket for back and forth, and I have the right amount of money to do it till next time I need to go, and find the right time to go, and all those little details. Yeah. Here we go again. Anyways, I'm confident it will be okay. All things work out well in the right time. And I'm not really worried about it. I'm just worried about finding the solution. That's all. Anyway, guys, this is what I have for you guys today. This is my good morning rant and my update about me. I'm going to show you around a bit. I'm going to make another video about my staying here. I'm going to show you a video about the house and the family, and then I'm going to make probably a compacted video of the few moments that I had here in these 3 days of the things that I've seen. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what I'm going to do today because it was raining and the forecast is of big rain and storms. So it's like I was kind of planning today to go out and do a couple of things, but so far it's been raining a lot, and that's why I'm still in the house at this time. And I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do today, if I should go out or not, look for something. Right now the rain stopped, but the forecast says that it will rain the whole day, and it's gonna be like 90% precipitation, so it's not really the kind of weather or the kind of rain where you could still walk outside. It's pretty much like pouring. So what am I gonna do? I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe I'll just go out for half an hour or an hour until it starts raining again, and try to see if I can film a couple of things or take pictures so I can show around. And hopefully tomorrow it's not going to rain. In the forecast it said it won't rain, but it will be overcast, which is kind of sad because it's a beautiful place, and when you start taking pictures, I've noticed when I've taken pictures yesterday too, it was overcast and the pictures just don't come out so vibrant and so pretty and so colorful as you really see it in reality, you know. And it's kind of sad because the pictures don't come out the way I would like them to come out, you know, that beautiful blue sky, and then everything looks different, you know, with the shine of the sun, everything looks more realistic, more 3D sort of. But when it's overcast and everything, even if it's beautiful and colorful, in pictures it doesn't look the same as you see it in reality. It just kind of pales a little bit. It doesn't give you that emotion, you know. In the pictures you can't really see what it's really like outside when you see it with your own eyes. It's always like that. It's that illusion, you know, like sometimes pictures look so much better than it's in reality, and then sometimes the reality is so much better than it looks in the pictures, so it's always that tricky thing. But whenever it's sunny, then you can really catch the reality, the really good sightseeing that you're seeing, you know. And Japan is pretty colorful and has a pretty nice thing. Oh, look, the sun is shining. Wow, that's good. Better get out there and try to use this time now for pictures. Okay, gotta go. See you later. Bye, sweeties. See you later. I love you wherever you are in the world. Keep me in your prayers, okay? See you soon. Peace out.